today let's see that how Apache server is set up in Kali Linux and how attacker will be using this to transfer the malware or download some files or upload some files by using a Apache server in Linux machines. Okay, so to quick get start, so it's simple. Just you need to set up your Kali Linux on your VMware or any virtual platform. Already have my lab over here. Okay, so now it's simple. Just open your terminal. Okay, so before get start, just try to update your repositories. Okay, so enter your username and password. Wait for a moment. Okay, so already my repositories are up to date. Now it's simple to check whether Apache server is already pre-installed or not. So type Apache APACHE. Okay, so once if you type it and over here, okay, so I need to run it as a super user. Sudo apt service Apache to start. So if it is started, it will give you some command to check. Okay, so now it has been started. To check with that whether the server is started and it's working. Okay, now it's simple. Sudo systematical status Apache dot service. So if we type this here, we will get to know that the connection is currently active. So whatever it's publicly available to access over into local directory of the network. Okay, so the main thing is you need to connect to your internet to transfer the files or receive the files using Apache services. So it's a completely HTTP server. Okay, you can able to host some any websites on local networks. If you want to make it as into publicly available, then you need to create a static IP on your router configurations to send or receive any files. Okay, but in a basic simple form, how attacker use this Apache services to download any files or upload some malware over into attacker machines. Okay, so let it this service start keep on running. Okay, so now what we'll do, to open this directory to keep any files. Okay, so we need to open our home directories. Okay, click here. Okay, and open as root. Enter your username and password. That's it. Now you can able to see this system, right? Go here and scroll it down. Here I can able to see var file directories. Again open here and go for this www.com over here and this HTML file. Okay, so now here these two files whichever you're seeing over here, from here only all the Apache services are running using HTTP services. Okay, now to quick get start in my browser, it's simple. Type ifconfig. Okay, so now you can able to see this is the IP address of my local network machine. Okay, so if I open in my browser, it's publicly available service. You can able to see from my IP address Apache service is running Apache 2. So this is a default page. If I want to modify this page and then transfer any files, I can do it over here. Okay, we'll show in a quick. So now on an example, I'm writing some code and okay, so let me open some GitHub repository for any types of malware. Okay, uh, okay, so So there's a small bat file kind of malware. Okay, so this is a complete script. Okay, so what I will do, let me just copy this whole script. Okay, so let me go over here. So now I need to either I can create in a two ways. One is notepad method, another one is directly into sudo nano method. So now type sudo nano. Okay, so I'm typing a okay, so I'm creating something name called malware. Okay, so create a file on this name. Okay, so this is a whole script which I copy from. This is a completely for Windows machine. Okay, so now Control O to write this file as a malware. Okay, that's it, and Control X. Now if you open and see in your directories over here, you can able to see this txt file, right? So let me close this once more, all these tabs. So these two files I'm opening over here. Now what I will do, I will just copy this and then I will transfer to here. So I transfer this malware over here. Okay, so now what I can do, I will just close this all the files. Okay, here's my browser. So now you want to go to that exact directory. Okay, so what name I gave a name called malware, right? Enter over here. Now you can able to see the script which are written over in my local nano file. Okay, I can able to have this whole script hosting on my local IP address. Now this same thing I can able to use it on my another browser. See, and my Chrome also, it's completely I can able to transfer these files. Now what I will do, I just copy this, open my notepad. Just Attacker will be copying these files, save it as, and just if you give the run, it's gonna remove all my access and it's gonna gain my complete reverse shells. Or so it's completely depends upon the script, what kind of script we are returning over into this bash. Okay, so either you can able to transfer the whole files also. So let me see that how it happens. So you can either open in your terminal, type slash sudo slash var slash www html. Okay, sorry, slash html, enter. So now you can able to see the which file I'm hosting over here. It's available over here, right? So now I can do two things. One, I can directly open this html file in my directories, or I can able to open some application kind of things. Okay, so now let me give something like a folder manner. Okay, so let me download some application in browser in APKs. Android. So just for a testing purpose, I'm downloading a simple APK. If I just give W and type HTML, what is that file name? One second. Index.html. Okay, so let me copy this. So file has been successfully downloaded. So same time, you can open another file directories. So I'm closing this browser, I'm closing my this too, opening another home. Here open as root. So this is that file system, right? Go to files, sorry, file system, var w html, right? So here you want to transfer whatever the file you want to transfer. Go to the downloads and transfer this file to here. That's it. Now I can copy this name, because the if name is get not recognized, we can't read the files. Okay, now close this and open your browser again. Enter over here. Okay, so if file has been transferred to this folder. Let me check once again. File to enter file system. Okay, sorry. The file want to be inside of this. Okay. So now we have this directory, right? Copy this file name again. Close this. So, see now, in my downloads, it's got downloaded. So let me delete this file once again. I'm deleting this. If I enter this exactly name over here, enter. Index.html. Remove this. Say now, application has been downloaded now in my download folder. So like this, we can able to transfer the files or an application or a just text code to get it into any different machine. Because insider attacks cannot able to create any malware on their own systems to transfer it, right? So they will be deploying this normal HTML HTTP services on their local Linux machine to transfer the files or malwares on the particular networks. It's not only for transferring a malware. Sometimes we can able to create a reverse shell using also this HTTP servers from uh, Apache. So we also have for Python basis. So let me see that one another video. So that's about this malware transferring over into Linux machine. So attacker able to transfer the malware from one machine to another machine in active attacks.